The Hero's Code, Ancient Rituals to Unlock Unshakable Confidence. Welcome to a journey that will take you from the Stoic citadels of Rome to the sacred chants of Vedic Brahmins and the timeless thresholds guarded by Egyptian guardians. Each ancient culture taught a hero how to stand firm against fear, doubt, and the stormy seas of life. Today you will discover rituals that still possess the power to ignite confidence in any modern quest, whether you're launching a startup, climbing a corporate ladder, or simply reclaiming your inner calm. Chapter 1. The Shield of the Roman Guard. In the marble heart of Rome, during the reign of Marcus Aurelius, a young legionary named Quintus faced a crossroads. He was commanded to march into an uncharted frontier to defend against a looming threat, but a storm rolled in the evening. Every soldier's boots splattered, the wind howled, and the legion's morale wavered. Quintus remembered a phrase his commander had whispered in quieter moments. "The obstacle is the way." Instead of fleeing, he planted a palm and a handful of olive leaves under the wind and took the battlefield as an open book. As the storm raged, every soldier saw the clarity in his stoic stance, and the front line stood resolute. Motivational insight. The lesson here is that true confidence springs from a calm acceptance of the present, rather than a frantic escape from it. The Stoic creed teaches that obstacles are not merely challenges, but opportunities for growth. Modern application. When a looming deadline or an awkward client meeting appears, pause, take a breath, and ask, "What can this moment teach me?" Reframe the situation as a training ground. Notice how that sudden calm turns doubts into focused action. Conclusion. Quintus's calm became the shield that protected his legion, much as the internal calm protects your confidence today. Call to action. If you found this story inspiring, please hit like, share with a friend who needs steadiness, and subscribe for more heroic wisdom. Reflective question. When was the last time you turned a seemingly disastrous situation into a practice of resilience? Chapter 2. The Chants that Bend Time. Across the vast plains of the Indus Valley, a Vedic sage named Yajnavalkya once practiced a nightly ritual known as the Nidhi. Each evening he would sit beneath a banyan tree, chant the syllables Om, Boo Boo Boo. The rhythmic chant synchronized his breath with the cadence of the earth, and by the silence that followed, his mind found an anchor. One evening, Yajnavalkya encountered a traveling merchant who asked him why he would waste his time in such repetition. "Because," Yajnavalkya answered, "in the silence it echoes the universe's heartbeat, and I learned to command my own." Motivational insight. The Vedic lesson is that intentional, rhythmic practices create a mental space where concentration deepens, and confidence emerges from clarity. Modern application. Tonight, find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and repeat a simple mantra, perhaps "I am ready." Allow your breath and your words to sink. As you practice, you'll notice that your nervous system calms and your confidence lifts. Conclusion. Yajnavalkya's nightly chant is more than a ritual. It is the heartbeat of confidence that pulses in every successful endeavor. Call to action. If you're ready to tune into your own rhythm, give this video a thumbs up, share with an aspiring yogi, and subscribe for a deeper dive into ancient practices. Reflective question. What simple rhythm can you bring into your daily routine to steady your mind for upcoming challenges? Chapter 3. The Guardian of the Pyramidal Gate. In the ancient lands of Giza, the overseer of a great pyramid named Keni was tasked with guarding the entrance. When a group of raiders attempted a stealthy breach at dusk, Keni did not rush to the gate. He stepped into the dim hallway, walked past their tents, and turned the lanterns to flicker in perfect patterns. The raiders, confused by the interplay of light, hesitated. Keni's father had taught him that the unseen door opens when one creates a clear shadow, a phrase echoing the Egyptian concept of Ma'at, the cosmic order of harmony. Motivational insight. The Egyptian secret here is the power of creating clarity and balance in your presence. When you bring calm order to a chaotic scene, you become the unseen force that shifts the tides of uncertainty. Modern application. Next time you're overwhelmed by clutter, whether it's tasks at work or thoughts in your head, take a step back, arrange your workspace, or write a simple to-do list. The organization creates an invisible shield that steadies your confidence and invites clarity. Conclusion. Kenny's calm command turned potential disaster into a moment of strategic pause, illustrating how ancient guarding techniques translate directly into personal power. Call to action. If you resonate with the idea that order breeds confidence, drop a like, share this story with a colleague, and subscribe for more ancient strategies. Reflective question. How can you turn the clutter in your environment into the clarity that supports your confidence? Chapter 4. The Dragon of Inner Fire. In the misty mountains of ancient China, a martial artist named Li Wei mastered a breathing technique called Shuangqi, dual energy breathing. Though not listed among the chosen philosophies, it embodies the union of body and mind, mirroring the Stoic endurance. On the eve of a pivotal sparring match, Li Wei sat beneath the snow-blasted pine and inhaled the cold air, exhaled the heat, and felt his inner fire intensify. A fellow warrior asked, "Why do you endure pain?" Li Wei answered, "Pain is the furnace that hones fire." Motivational insight. The message, pain is not a foe but a forge. Confidence arises when you embrace discomfort, allowing it to shape you. Modern application. The next time you dread a difficult conversation or a stressful meeting, practice a short breathing cycle. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and so on. Notice how the pain of anxiety turns into a focused drive. Conclusion. Li Wei's fire shows that ancient training for warriors remains relevant for anyone who seeks to face modern battlefield stresses with an unshakable spirit. Call to action. Like, share, and subscribe if you are ready to harness your inner fire. Reflective question. In what upcoming challenge will you choose to see discomfort as your forge for growth? Chapter 5. The Oracle of the Quiet Mind. In a remote monastery perched by the Himalayas, a monk named Divakara practiced silence for centuries. When a visitor once tested his patience, asking him to speak, Divakara replied, "Silence itself is a conversation." After a storm, the monastery's bells rang, but Divakara remained unmoved. After a tremor, he simply reflected on the moment's impermanence. By mastering silence, he did not merely avoid words. He cultivated a mind untethered by noise, a living example of the Stoic idea that the power of perception shapes reality. Motivational insight. Silence is the ultimate tool of confidence. It protects you from being influenced by external noise, letting you act from insight rather than reaction. Modern application. Schedule 15 minutes a day for silent meditation or simply sit and observe your thoughts without engaging. This practice sharpens your ability to respond thoughtfully in high-stakes moments. Conclusion. Divakara's silence turned ordinary days into extraordinary mastery. Call to action. If the idea of silent power excites you, hit like, share with a friend who hears too much, and subscribe for more ancient practices that build resilience. Reflective question. What's one source of external noise you will silence today to strengthen your confidence? Philosophy Spotlight. Stoicism, discipline, resilience, clarity of mind. Stoicism, born in ancient Greece and refined by Roman philosophers such as Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, offers a roadmap for living with unshakable confidence. At its core, the Stoic perspective teaches that we cannot control external events, but we can master our judgments. By training ourselves to view obstacles as opportunities, we cultivate discipline, resilience, and a mind free of unnecessary distress. Key tenets in simple terms. Perception over reaction. The world is neutral. It is our interpretations that give meaning. The virtue of indifference. Some things are externally indifferent. Our concern is whether we desire or avoid them. The dichotomy of control. Focus attention entirely on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and attitude. Historical figure anchored. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, practiced daily reflection at his imperial desk. His famous Meditations, a series of personal musings, show how he used Stoic philosophy to navigate the complexities of ruling a vast empire. He famously wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Lessons for modern success. 1. Develop mental discipline. Schedule daily self-reflection, just as Aurelius did. Write about what caused distress and reframe it with objective insight. 2. Turn obstacles into lessons. When projects stall, ask, what knowledge can I gain from this delay? This reframing keeps motivation high. 3. Cultivate a clear vision. Stoics practiced imagining worst-case scenarios to reduce fear. In entrepreneurship, this mental rehearsal builds readiness for failure without panic. Connection to the hero's code. Stoicism is the backbone of the hero's code. Every chapter, Roman shield, Vedic chant, Egyptian gate, Chinese fire, and Himalayan silence, echoes Stoic principles of embracing challenge, mastering inner ritual, and creating order from chaos. These ancient practices embody Stoic discipline in action, allowing modern heroes to unlock unshakable confidence. Call to action. If you're ready to adopt Stoic practices for today's challenges, give this video a thumbs up, share with your fellow warriors, and subscribe to become part of our growing community of confidence builders. Closing reflective question. Which Stoic practice, acceptance, reframing, or disciplined reflection, will you apply first to transform your confidence in the week ahead? Thank you for joining this exploration of ancient rituals that still light the path for modern heroes. May you march forward with a Stoic heart, a Vedic calm, and the order of ancient guardians, forever unshakable.